before to lead those who walk after. Shining is the land's light of justice. Ever flows the land's well of purpose. Walk free, walk free, walk free. Believe the lamb's alive. So believe. Yet in one must live, die, and know.
Hi, Hydrated, thank you. You hear me? Am I loud enough? I forgot to adjust my volume before. I think it's all good now. Yeah, I think everything's all set. I think. Hey! Hi! Hello everyone! Hello, 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 hello. We're picking up from yesterday, where we went to zone 6th zone, way out at the far ends of the universe. And we got off the well, we were on the ship. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, I got a new mount. Hold on. I don't know where I want to put it. I mean, where do I want to put it? Maybe there. Yeah, I mean, I could, rearrange these things a little bit better. So, I'm like, trying not to add another thing into here, but, I mean, that's gonna be a spot news for Reaper. I'll put that down there. Those are fine there. This will do there. Yeah, I feel like I've just dragged something weird, but I won't worry too much. Actually. Yeah, that should work, I think. Kind of. Something like that. But, hey! We got a new mount. It's very pretty, actually. It's very nice. I can't fly here, of course, but... Wait, I just realized. This horse has 6 legs. Oh, it feels so weird now. Also, hello, Luz. Hello. Yeah, we got a new horse. I thought it was really cool a moment ago. And then I've just noticed it has 6 legs. I'm not sure why it has 6 legs. But it's very... It feels kind of like a spider now. Ah, it's a hectopod. We're gonna pretend it only has 4 legs. I'll pretend I never saw that, like, 5th and 6th leg. But, it's so strange now. Why does your motorcycle have so many legs? I wish I could tell you why. But it bothers me a bit now. It's so weird now. Are you showing off a fake Goober to me? I can't believe it. Fine, I'll invite you. Alright, so I need to continue from over here. Hey! So we left off, we got off the ship. Thancred went on ahead of us. Meteon, like, okay, so we were on the ship, things kind of went offline. We were onset by Meteon. American YouTube compared to Twitch. It's definitely a lot more convenient for, like, archiving streams, for sure. But, Meteon visited us on the ship. Maybe tried to kill us. Thancred Tried to stop her, but the rest of us passed out, and we woke up, Thancred wasn't there. So now we are looking for Thancred. Ani! That's where we're picking up from. It's just arrived here, and it's actually really pretty. It's really, really cool. I don't know what to expect though. Maybe? Hey. Maybe. Gaha's over here. Speak with Gaha. Hey. So dark here. What was this, I wonder? Oh. Yeah, this is a kind of weird place, but we're on a foreign world at the far, far edge of the universe, so we have no idea what this place is. Ruins. But of what, I wonder? Perhaps we can find something to help us understand the nature of this place. A relic, an inscription, anything. Though we might not be able to understand what we do find. How's Endwalker going? It's going really, really, really good! The metallic pillar has been partially melted, likely sometime in the distant past. The damage does not appear to have been inflicted deliberately. Rather, it calls to mind the indiscriminate destruction often wrought in the heat of battle. Ah, that's very specific. Hey, we get to talk to Graha. Look here. This part is relatively intact. The intricate design on the top suggests it's man-made, though its builders were surely not men as we conceive of them. Oh? Having said that, I swear I have seen this pattern before. Have we? While we're over here? I'm not sure why there's dragons here. I can only assume it's because dragons can maybe handle flying through space, but I'm not sure. I thought this hill might offer a better view of our surroundings. Poor decision in hindsight. Besides the light from the ship, all is shrouded in darkness. If Thancred is here, I'd never know it. From what I can tell, we are near the edge of an island, if you can call it that, surrounded by floating debris. This is the ruins of a broken world. Ultima Thule. Ah. Were you able to find anything? Oh, no. As I feared, and still no trace of Thancred. Oh. There's nothing but emptiness as far as the eye can see, which, unfortunately, isn't very far. Though I can't help but suspect that someone or something is here. These are times when I sense it drawing. There are times when I sense it drawing close, and the chill washes over me, leaving me exhausted, leaving me with feelings of death and anguish. Oh? I felt it too when I was near that thing. What? What are you talking about? There's nothing there. Oh, they don't see it. Before we jump to any conclusions, perhaps we should search elsewhere. Hey! Hydra's just hydrate. Into a broken world. Hey! Agreed. We found only more questions when we are in desperate need of answers. I hide you. Thank you, thank you. There's a fair stretch of terrain from the ship's starboard we've yet to explore. Well, let us try searching there, then. Hi! Yeah, a word before we join the others. Oh? Right? Ryan, you don't have this one, do you? So I'll read this for you. Otherwise, I'm gonna really, like... Otherwise, I'll be a lot faster than you. So wait, they don't see those dragons at all? I wonder why. I mean, I kind of want to ride this thing anyways. It looks really cool, you know? Even though it has 6 legs, I'm really weirded out by that. But it's a really cool looking horse. I don't see anyone else. You see them too, don't you? Dragons? As I thought, their presence is tenuous at best, but there's no mistaking it. No doubt your bond with Midgard Sommer and mine with Nidhogg is what allows us to perceive them. Could these apparitions be related to the dragons that now live in Aetherius? Better to leave such conjecture to the others. In any case, we must be careful. We may soon find dragons they can see as well. Death and anguish. What happened to them, I wonder. Oh. Yeah, it's pretty in a very sad kind of way. Like, look at that up there! Wait, I think if I G-pose we can look at more. Yeah, there we go. Look how pretty it is! It's also like, you know... a little bit sad. A little sad. But like, whatever this is up here is really pretty. You know? So colorful and stuff. YouTube API is very slow for bots. Yeah, that's one thing that's been rough so far, but I do like that I can comfortably stream in 1080, like 1080p, and not have to worry about like whether or not anyone will be able to watch it, because like for you guys, right, you have the option to watch in 1080 or like even down to like 140, 240p. What is it? 180, 240p? 240p, right? That's another thing, because now I can stream in like 1080, and I don't I don't have to leave anyone behind. So, hey, that's something I'm happy about too, because I've always been streaming in 720p just to make sure that like people with slower internet connections can watch. But being able to stream in 1080p is really nice, actually. So, hey. Quality's really good in your opinion? Hey. Dragons. It is true they are not of our world. To find them in a prison of despair. Yeah. I guess they can see these ones. It looks so weird.
Dragons? Here?
Apparently.
What you see is a memory of a world that once was.
Wait, she's guiding us?
A world suffering a slow death, whose denizens cried out for the release of oblivion.
What? Their world is dead?
It is. Not a single life remains upon that husk floating in the vast emptiness.
Yeah, there should be a commands command now. I added one in.
These creatures are shadow and shade, perpetuated only to suffuse dynamis with their unending lamentations.
Ah, so she's the one that's keeping them around.
Our friend Thancred, where is he?
Is it looking in the bottom of the screen? What, me?
A strange question. He is at your side, is he not?
Oh.
Oh yes. He is here and there, and everywhere within this space. He would tell you himself if he had form to form words.
Wait.
Huh. Such loathing and uncertainty. You don't know why you still exist. In like manner to the oblivion I send, I tried to drown out your ether with dynamis. Beginning with this Thancred, who came at me despite being unable to breathe.
Oh.
Such a simple thing, unmaking men. In the blinking of an eye, he was gone. Didn't even have the chance to be transformed.
Wait, did she actually kill Thancred?
Yet somehow, he managed to leave a slither of himself behind.
Oh, okay.
What you call the heart? Or perhaps the soul. In his final moment, he cried out from it. A single word.
Is it Reem? Infilia?
Survive.
Oh.
That wish proved stronger than the despair that ruled here. It overpowered it, causing this space to be remade. Into a place you can perceive, and where life can endure.
Wait. Thancred, like, trying not to die so hard, brought this to be a place we can...
That you draw breath is proof that his soul lives on. For how long, however, remains to be seen.
Oh.
Well then, we should hurry and tend to business. Huh?
It's futile. You will never reach the true me.
Oh?
I told you. Emotions dictate reality in this space. Such changes as you might work will not alter in its nature. You may see, but you cannot touch. Walk, but not advance.
Meteon holds too much sway here. How do we contend with a foe who can unmake us on a whim?
I do not know. But Thancred gave his life that we might come this far. We must press on.
Agreed. We cannot turn tail here. Not without something to show for our comrade's sacrifice.
But... Thancred's not really dead, right? Go with that card. This guy have to... It's hard to believe that Thancred was able to overcome Meteon's will. Yet here we are. Well, that the price for his victory had not been so high. Wait, but he's not really dead, is he? Soul without body. A form of being with which we are not wholly unfamiliar. Indeed, for we existed in a similar state while residing in the first. The circumstances are rather more dire than that, 'tis true, but I choose to believe he is not forever lost to it. Hey! Thank you. Regardless, In sacrifice he hath afforded us In sacrifice he hath afforded us a chance to prevail. Let us not squander it and ascertain the nature of this realm that we might confront and defeat Meteon. Estinian, Kie, will you accompany me in speaking with these dragons? Mayhap they can enlighten us. Hey! I had spicy noodles just before starting. I'm sorry about my voice. I would ask the rest of you to survey these surrounds. If there is a path that may lead us to our quarry, we must find it. Hey! Very well. We can reconvene here when everyone is finished. Meteon said these dragons are shadow and shade, from a world whose denizens sought oblivion. As such, they are not like to be amenable to company, let alone conversation. So please, be careful. I will. Let us split up and gather what knowledge we may. Hey! Okay. You're having to your sides. Well, they replaced my ears, so it might not be too bad actually. Drink milk? I don't have any milk. A visitor, not of this star. Could thy slender hands bring plague to our world? Thy breath extinguish life's feeble flame. Oh, how we would adore thee. Alas. With time our flesh shall wither, our souls fade, and so we wait for its inexorable march into oblivion. If thou art not come to hasten our demise, I bid thee leave us. We crave not companionship, only silence. Oh. What's this one have to say? Thou art unlike the others. This place ill befits thee. Do not tarry over long. Who are you? The telling of my tale alters not its course. If thou knowest my brethren once ruled these skies, will our kingdom return? Should I boast that I was the first among our hunters? Will the comrades I failed live again? Nay, once I lived, and now I await the coming oblivion. Nothing more. What is this place? This is not our home. To our home did come the metal demons, who of life and joy scoured it clean. These are mere bones, and among them do we rest our wings forevermore. Leave us now to our mourning, traveler. Thou will find no solace here. Oh. I'm gonna talk to all of them though. Have sugar, eat some stuff if you burn. But they were since for years. No, my mouth isn't burning, no worries. To dwell on the past yieldeth not. Our desires meant little to our destiny, and less now. Yet regret finds me nevertheless. Oh. Beyond that distant veil, paradise lost, so glorious, so beautiful. We were a proud and noble race, strength embodied. We knew only love, before they came. Metal monstrosities of black and silver. No bonds of blood did they share, nor conviction did they have to guide them. A crushing defeat. Never had we known such shame. Still now are the winds, though none could fill these wings burdened by ignominy. We fly no more, only sink into oblivion. So it sounds like they were maybe massacred? Ere the metal came, my kin were many and splendid, elegant worms like unto ripples on the water, worms possessed of limbs so powerful as to rend the land in twain. Worms I have long since forgotten, faces lost to the tides of time. Oh. Drink not of this spring. Tainted are its waters, and thy dainty form hath not the capacity to withstand it. You say so. I mean, it doesn't look like the most appetizing water, so... This one's sleeping, I guess? I don't see any other ones. Oh, wait. This one here is not like the rest. Thou wouldst bid me speak. Folly. I observe the lesson of stone. I shall not fly, nor speak, nor roar. Only watch, and wait, and end. But one sight yet stirreth my blood, tempteth me to raise my voice in lamentation. Amnor, a cradle of unsung dragons. No words, no songs are possessed of the weight to describe such tragedy. Go, if that be thy will, I shall remain. What is Amnor? Oh, I suppose this is the place up here. The music here seems so sad too. Oh, I wanna actually, I don't need to do the fate. I was like, oh, I want to do the fate, you know, make sure I stay leveled up, but I forgot. I'm already level 90. Ah, I'm already level 90. I don't need to do fates anymore, except for collecting gemstones, but... Oh. Is this it? Oh, eggs. They led you here as well, did they? It was described to me as the source of their woes and proof of their end. I think I'm beginning to see why. It's a hatching ground. Or was. I've seen similar on Atheris. And God Somer's kind must have once lived and thrived in a place such as this. Richard said his father was driven from their ancestral home by war and strife. This, then, is the fate of those who remained. Let's have a look around. Maybe these eggs have more to tell of what happened here. Eee. No. Inside the shattered egg, you find the remains of an unborn dragon. The body has already begun to decompose. The gelatinous, half-dried membrane covered the corpse suggests it failed to emerge. Oh. It's a bit gruesome. A murky liquid has pooled inside the eggshell. Noxious odor is indicative of contamination. Oh, like it was poisoned? Gingerly lifting a large egg from the vicious mire, you peer inside and see a formless mass soaking in a pool of embryonic fluid. Your stomach turns as you return the egg to its resting place. Oh! The egg appears to have been broken from the inside out. Perhaps the dragonette within succeeded in hatching. What's this? I thought all the eggs had been ruined. If the dragonette was indeed hatched, there's no sign of it here, or its sire, for that matter. We should look for them. We start with the cliff tops, and I'll search the plains. Hey! Alright. We are searching up here. I want to ride the fancy horse. I want to fly with the fancy horse too. Am I about to become a dragon mom? I hope. I mean, technically I already have Midgard Silmer. Technically, well, we're not his mom. We are bonded with him in such a way where we can have him follow us around, and we can also ride him. Oh! No, I don't want to kill it! I don't want to kill it! I would think that this thing here is probably the one that hatched. But no, that's so sad! The boisterous howling hath been quieted. By thy hand, I presume. Everything alright? Thought I heard a dragon, or something resembling one. It's abomination? Yeah, I know, that's why it's sad! Ah, I see what's happened here. Was that your child? Perhaps. Some eggs within Amnol are indeed mine. If life within one did quicken, the beast thou hast slain may be of my blood. Yet I do not recognize it, twisted and malformed as it is. Not a dragon in truth, but a remainder of our failure, a testament of our shame. Explain. They descended from the heavens, cold, heartless machines, and with them rode war and death. With fire and fury, rage and rancor, they gave answer. It was a long and bloody battle, but only the beginning. Untold chaos and destruction swept over the star. In the end, the invaders were victorious. Yet when they looked upon their prize, they deemed it unfit for requisition. We were abandoned to our ruin. The survivors sought to put away their shame, rebuild. Futile effort. In pure soil replete with ether did we once cultivate our nesting ground, but our lands were barren, and any eggs nurtured in such desolation faded to rot. What few survived to hatch emerge as abomination. We shall have no new progeny. But there are dragons among you, yet capable of journeying to other stars. That they are. Wait, that there are. Many would make an attempt, each bearing a clutch of eggs. The richest stars were home to the harshest rulers, and the arrival of dragons incited contests for supremacy. When the fires faded, the wars lost and won. They too were reduced to ash and waste. Oh. It is the curse of those who seek life. Be drawn into conflict, conquer or be conquered. A vicious cycle we now choose to break. We tire of conflict, of everything. We wait now in sweet, merciful silence, free from strife and suffering, still as stone. Wait! You claim your kind is doomed, but there's another star. Oh. Wait. Why is the name of the quest a little bit weird? Like, one of the E's is like a backwards 3 and you know, it's like slightly different font. Umberden Boobangs. Excuse me? Ah. The first couple were like that too. I didn't notice. A test of will. Oh, this one's like it too. But what does it mean? The bereaved dragon has fallen silent, leaving us singing to a sigh of frustration. Ah, Something got me caught in combat. Ugh. They wanted only to brood in silence, be left alone with their grief until time itself comes to an end. The sole reward for senseless bloodshed. The pain I understand, and wish that I did not. But fools we were. But now isn't the time for such thoughts. The others will want to hear what we've learned. Come. Oh. Except it's not that happy. Alright, let's go. Ah, yeah, I could have just teleported. Oops. Oh, we're just saving like 100 gil, right? That's all it is. Just a little. Oh, I didn't even. Ah. Ah. I had a free teleport too. Did your exploration prove eventful? Converse with any dragons? Vaha and Alizé are always together now. I wonder why. Were you able to establish any meaningful contact with the dragons? Yeah. I see. They wish to escape what they perceive to be a cycle of conflict. Thank you. Yay. Gideon. As for our part, I believe we are more acutely aware of our confines than before. We started by traversing the perimeter of the island, to see if there might be a path leading off of it. Sadly, there was nothing to be found. There's no small amount of debris floating about, but there'd be enough to serve as a bridge to lead us elsewhere. I considered that, and so I tried throwing a stone onto a potential platform to judge its integrity. But it never reached its mark. As it crossed an invisible threshold just beyond the boundaries of the island, it vanished, only to reappear above me and fall at my feet. I would not be too quick to presume that what we see outside the space is as it appears. Which is why I returned to the Ragnarok and asked the Loporrits to search for a potential path. However, the ship's instruments failed to provide conclusive data on the surrounding area. Until we know more, I think it too risky to attempt flying to another island. What Meteon told us before, that emotions dictate reality here, might be the key. But I'm not entirely sure what emotion might manifest a bridge to lead us to safety. So what you're saying is, we've no way forward. At present, if it is indeed emotion that governs this island, perhaps it is not Meteons, but the dragons that hold us here. They tire of conflict, and have chosen a path of oblivion to escape it. Or rather, they have chosen no path at all, meaning there is no way for the dragons or anyone here on this island to advance. A sound theory, disheartening though it may be. If that is the case, what recourse do we have? They are not like to be persuaded to help us. Their reasoning is built on a history of turmoil and strife, without irrefutable proof that the future is not as bleak as they believe it to be. Mayhap persuasion is not the answer. Oh? Meteon meant to unmake us then and there on the Ragnarok, and she would have succeeded if not for Thancred's determination. She conceded it was strong enough to overpower the despair that otherwise rules Ultima Thule, and reshape it to a degree. Perhaps it can be done again in like manner, by overpowering the prevailing emotions. What is Ultima Thule's architect, Meteon herself, against whom Thancred did pit himself in a clash of wills? Though I marked no leader among them, as such, I did chance to encounter a dragon possessed of despair far more potent than most. Potent enough, mayhap, to dictate the course for others. And thus, their domain. To follow. He spoke but few words, carefully chosen, their tone and timbre alone threatening to rend my heart in twain. Challenging his desire to remain may allow us to alter the shape upon which we stand. The shape of the island upon which we stand. Hey! Also, thank you for the follow. Is it Woko now? I might have slightly missed that. I apologize. He's very 60s your heart every time you hear it. My heart goes doki doki. Ah! No. Alas, I fear my vaunted rhetoric availed me not against his calcifying heart. But mayhap on view will fare better. Eee. Then I shall guide thee. I'll end, they call him, in the dragon tongue. Thou wilt find him nearby, eyes fixed upon the water. Oh, that's the one that told us not to drink the water, right? Well, what have we to lose? Let's get going. Hey! Hmm. Hmm? I suppose, means finding his resolve? His determination? Hmm. Here, I should see the doctor if I'm having heart problems. Exactly! Over here then. Oh yeah, over here. Oh, this water's so gross. Okay.
He remaineth as he was when I first approached, entombed in melancholy.
Oh.
I see. Perhaps I could...
I'll handle this.
Oh?
So... waiting to die like all the others, are you?
Our pride is crushed and our soul is corrupted. The winds are still and the heavens offer no comfort. There is nothing left for our kind. Our long lives a curse as we await the end. Still as stone we shall become.
So you say. Yet your kind has found a new beginning on our star. One of you braved the expanse, bearing with him a clutch of eggs. They and their children now rule our skies, their song heard by all.
Our kin, on another star. And yet, upon thee, do I smell the blood of my brethren. Were they drawn into discord and war on their new home?
They were. They suffered much, and repaid their suffering in kind.
It mattereth not whither we fly. Ever will a sanguine ocean await us. Ever will retributions we'll turn. And so, from the last of my pride as a dragon, I break free of this wheel. I renounce conflict, exile myself from the other, never again to be touched by the flames of hatred. You changed your name?
Had your brethren made the selfsame choice, my family might still be alive. Yet lasting peace does not come to those who simply retreat from conflict. No, you must be willing to confront it, to stare into the face of your foe, and see yourself in him.
Aww. No, Yumi, no.
Only then can you break the cycle of torment and tragedy. This lesson, a dear friend taught me at the risk of his life.
Aww.
There is no nobility in your penance. You wallow in self-pity. And after everything we've endured, we will not let you stop us. Stay back.
We tire of war. We tire of turmoil. Dignity tarnished. Crimson stained. No frames. Our misery. Our shame. Too much to bear. Release us from war. From life.
I see. This is the emotion that bars our way. The rest is up to you.
What?
No! Not Estinian too!
What?
There's a wind.
Oh.
He's opened the way for us.
Oh, Alfino.
Sacrificed himself to remake this place. Like Thancred did.
Oh, Alfino.
Oh, Alphino.
Come. Let us follow the wind. It will not lead us astray. He would not.
Oh. Wait. They're not actually dead, are they? You couldn't be, right? Right? Oh. Oh. Are we right on with our six-legged horse? I guess I'll stop by and grab this. The wind has stayed the fog that covered the island, and the air it no longer feels quite so stifling. And by the beating of mighty wings doth the wind blow, for dragons may never again touch the sky, he in the shade he bore shall soar free. Oh, must this always be the price paid for safe passage? If I had known this place would claim Estinian too, No. It's what had to be done. Look there, the wind. This is Estinian's doing, I'm sure of it. We should ride its flow and see where it leads. Oh. Ah! Oh, it's so pretty though. A powerful gale has delivered you to another island. The siren should arrive before long. Did they really kill Estinian just like that? He did it. He found a way forward for us. The dragons remain trapped within a prison of their own making, lamenting the horrors of war. Yet Estinian knew them better than most. He was a man of honor and a dear friend, willing to fight to the very end for what he believed was right. Oh. And he's still fighting, Alfino, just like Thancred. Their sacrifices are why we can survive here, why we still have a chance to stop her. Even in spirit, they're unwilling to give in to despair, and we mustn't either. Oh. Alize is right. We must press on, for their sake. Hey. Oh. They're not really gonna, are they? I'm scared now. To feign bravery with bold words is a simple matter, but without the strength of will to match, we are powerless against Dynamis. Not less than unshakable conviction will suffice, which makes me question if I'm up to the task. No choice have we but to march onward, lest we squander their noble sacrifices. We have to keep going. Even if Estinian isn't here to see it, I'm sure Alfino wouldn't want to disappoint him. Though it pains me to say it, we can ill afford to stop and grieve our comrade's passing. No, there will be time enough later. There'll be time enough after. Can you get a hug? Well, we'll have hugs later. Roads paved, sacrifice? Thancred might? Dead? Kind of? We're not really sure. Yes and no. As Yashola and Alize said, we must continue. Notice the change in our surroundings. Perhaps this is the memory of an altogether different world. It would be prudent to learn more of it then, but carefully, lest we lose our footing in this sand. They are not with us and here anymore, but they still exist in a sense, kind of. So, I don't think they're completely gone, but for now they are. Hey, this place is more like a desert. What is that thing? Looks kind of cool. Ah, there's a lot of them. Oh, they have little heads that pop off? That's so weird. They can either confirm or deny the death. Yeah. Another seemingly barren world. For Mercy, the air is nowhere near as stale, but still quite dry, and the sand will no doubt prove bothersome in due time. If you were worried about my vision, it needn't be. I can still see quite well. If not for the light emitted by these glyphs, I might well have overlooked this monolith. Were it not for the violet crystal embedded in its surface, it would appear as an ordinary stone. A curious script hath been etched upon them. Alas, it is not a language with which I am familiar. I cannot say I recognize it either. Nor do I. Dragons, from what I recall, preserve their knowledge in song and eschew the written word entirely. So we may assume this is the work of another race, one we have yet to encounter. Meteon claimed the dragon's world suffered a slow death, in the relief of oblivion. What we find here, like as not, doth wend its way towards a similar end. Hey. Is it Takodachi? Not quite. You've killed Hythodaeus and Hydaelyn. Now you've gotten Thancred and killed. Listen, we're trying not to kill everyone. I didn't want to kill Hydaelyn. What do you suppose that is over there? I suppose we'll find out. Oh my god, this person looks just like me! I found a twin. I'm not sure. It's hard to make out at this distance, but its surface seems to bear the same crystals as this monument. Meaning there's a chance we may find whoever built them both. We should go and have a look. Come on. I'm not trying to kill every major character. We only killed, you know, Mitzel, Kaidan, Zodiac, Alphadeus, Stancred, Estinian, Yuzael, and Daniel. Lots of primals. The primals are different. Still hurt by Heidelin's death. A small list. Vana, Heidelin, same thing. Why does this thing go up? What is this thing? Is there anything at the top? Ah, Aether card. Hey! Kill them all. Ah, don't want to kill them all. Don't want to. Whee! Just this thing. What is it? Quintus? Yeah. What's this song? Hail, travelers. This isn't. Wait, isn't this the, I know this song plays in Palace of the Dead. I think when I was trying to figure out where it was from before, it might have been from 1.0? I don't remember. He cute? Yeah, he's kinda cute. Hail, travelers. This is a most unexpected occurrence. Oh. Oh, hello there. Is this your home? Indeed it is. Ah, forgive me. I had forgotten. An exchange of introductions is expected when first meeting those with whom one is unacquainted. What? That's the weird part. When the vibration of vocal folds was still required to convey our thoughts and intention, Ia, I believe, was the pronunciation used when referring to our people. Though it is not entirely applicable given our present state, you are welcome to use this appellation. As for the nomenclature used to address my individual person, I believe it would be pronounced Hofkud? 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 What? Good? Hofkud of the Ia. I'm gonna call him Koth. We have encountered beings that communicate intermittently through thought, but never thought that is wholly without voice. I presume we are having this conversation via medium ether, or dynamis, as his face is suffused with vast quantities of it, fascinating in either case. I gather your response to my present is positive then. That is well, for there is something I wish to ask of you. Like yourselves, we Ia are ether-based life forms. Therefore, it may be surmised that your bodies are of comparable biological composition to those we once possessed. I have a number of queries regarding your subjective perception of the five senses: sight, sound, taste, touch, and smell. In total, you have prepared 198,712,188. Hold on, let me go a bit slower. I have prepared 198,712,180,827. That's quite a lot, isn't it? Ah, my apologies. I have omitted a great many details necessary to understanding the nature of my request. Though we dispense with our corporeal vessels long ago, we have rediscovered a need for the flesh, and have endeavored to recreate our erstwhile forms. However, all pertinent records have been lost due to the passage of time. Take, for example, the nervous system. It is well within our power to recreate, but we have no frame of reference for the sensations once experienced by our people. which may compromise our ability to interact with our physical environment. And the reason you need to regain corporeal forms? Why, to bring an end to our existence, of course. Though, need is perhaps too strong a word. It would be a simple matter to unmake ourselves through the use of etheric exsanguinators, but such a death seems inadequate. The traditionalists among us believe proper death requires an inescapable sense of impertinence in one's final moments, an experience found only with bodies of flesh. He was cute, and now he's very fucked up. We should very much like to hear more of your plans. In exchange, we will answer any questions you have to the best of our ability. Such an exchange of information would indeed prove useful. Like he just said, he needs a working, nervous system and stuff, if he's just gonna kill himself, because, it has to be a very, tragic death, apparently, to be a worthwhile death. Very well. To ensure efficacious exchange, I hereby invite you to our home. Yes, the abode of the Ea, where we traditionalists prepare for our demise. I presume your consent to answer questions is indicative of tacit approval of our plans, in which case your cooperation is greatly appreciated. I must caution you, however, be mindful of the Ea wandering the desert. Their desires for bodies of flesh could be described as overzealous. Now, if you would follow me. Yeah, he wants to fully experience the feeling of death. This is going rather smoothly. Not that I'm complaining, mind. Even so, we mustn't forget their aim is oblivion, much like the dragons. Though I fail to see why a civilization so seemingly advanced would choose to unmake all they have created. At any rate, we will find no answers dallying here. Let us be on our way. I'm pretty sure, oh my god. I'm pretty sure we've heard that song before. Especially in Palace of the Dead. It's aluminium. Oh, wasn't there an aether current over there I missed? Oh. I'm leaving Ryan behind. On my six-legged horse. Whatever that is in the background is so pretty. Flying around this place would be really nice. Full of violet-colored crystals. I cannot place my finger on it, but there is something unsettling about them. The Isle of Dragons was shrouded in the silence of the dead, yet the stillness here doth suggest the Ea are, by and large, merely sleeping. I should not be surprised the concept of a village is so different from ours, and yet... Oh? Something tells me we have different definitions of the word abode. They said there would be others, but I don't know what I was expecting. Ah, they're all in like cocoons. Welcome to our abode. Most of our compeers, you will find, remain idle in their domiciles, though your quizzical expressions indicate my phrasing is unclear. I speak, of course, of the violet crystalline constructs hanging from the stone structures there. You say they remain idle, but what if your work to regain corporeal bodies? An astute question, and understandable given your finite nature. We have no desire to pursue our research, for it is no longer necessary. If, in our idleness, we are struck by sudden inspiration, we rise and pursue inspiration to its conclusion. That is why I was present for your arrival, and why I continue to gauge with you still. Bruh. But while the others are not currently in a motive state, Rest assured, they would not object were you to disturb their respite. You need only cast your thoughts towards one of the crystalline domiciles to communicate. Okay. We'll get the aetherite first. I kind of like these ones. They're like, I don't know. They're kind of pretty in their own way, right? I mean, it's an aetherite, but it's a bit different. Yeah. I like it. I like it. We will start on the far side. Over here. But they're kind of like cocoons, really. You cast your thoughts towards the crystalline domicile, but there is no response. Okay. This one. You wish to speak? Very well. Pray a moment, if you would. Is it? I guess we'll come back for it? Maybe? How do they come out of these? There's not like an opening in it. Why we seek our end, you ask? If you wish to know, I will tell you. Just a moment. I must remember. What form did I take when last I emerged? Oh. Oh, Graha's over here. Graha! I heard correctly. The ear within the crystals says it will emerge from within shortly. You suppose they all appear as Kof does? I don't want to call it Kafkuj because it sounds really weird. There's one more over this way. It looks like spiders. It's the same thing as before, but it looks so different. The strange moaning comes and goes, but soon fades into silence. Ah, yes, we will leave you to your business. This like a road. And an oasis? Oh. Kinda pretty. I kind of want some kind of like housing item. Which is like a pool kind of like this. Because it looks kind of pretty. I mean, it almost looks a bit like resin too, but I prefer to think it looks like sparkly water. Ghost bath water? Exactly. It would be a fun item to have. I could see maybe us getting these crystal cocoons, but the water's much nicer. Your inquiries yield satisfactory responses. Kind of. You buy it? Hey! In the water, a plant of some sort? It could be. It could also just be like a bunch of like particles and stuff, I guess? Or sand, kind of? It could also just be sparkles. Because of all the crystals. Or reflections from space. I see. If they fail to answer, then it is likely because their minds have unraveled due to prolonged idleness. They are not but concentrated ether now. Worry not, there are no others who have need of those lodgings, and they will not prove a hindrance as they remain as they are. But more importantly, you said some few did answer your request for an audience, yes? I imagine they will be with us ere long. Hey! Roads paved. Sacrifice. Is that roads paved in sacrifice? or by sacrifice, but like it's kind of cut off of it. Actually, how do those names show up in the quest log? Oh no, they show up the same way. I wonder if it's supposed to be roads paved in sacrifice. Bye. Does look tasty. It calls for a taste test. Hey! Flesh abandoned? This is D for Delta. I had no luck, but everyone else fared well enough. Quite a few Ia have awakened. Ah, there they are. May I introduce you to Lalak, Dudik, Anej, Anej? It has been too long, Koth. I dare say Saturn IV has since completed an orbit. It's not like their way of saying, ah yes, it's been over a year. Indeed, until the travelers brought it to my attention, I hadn't noticed how unraveled some had become. Travelers? Ah, of course, of course. The ones who wish to know why we seek to regain corporeal forms. The truth of the matter is as plain to see as our neighboring systems, but by a single account would fail to satisfy the requirements for some scientific objectivity. Thus did I bid them to awaken you. Am I the only one who struggles to tell who is speaking? Nay, thou art not. In the absence of corporeal forms and the divergence they afford, mayhap such similarity in voice is unavoidable. By the way, Koth, have you already observed the requisite custom for the travelers? That which one is expected to do when receiving guests, a matter of proper form. Is that it? Ah, yes. So long has it been. It had completely escaped my mind, and still does. What was it again? I can't seem to remember. And no worries, no worries. Have a good night, Yellow. Neither do I. Pity. I was hoping you would. Perhaps we can search the archives for the answer. I'm not Nene. The archives have long been frozen. Lest we subject ourselves to further dollar, surely you recall that much. Ah, of course. Food. The custom is to serve food. Beings of flesh such as they must regularly replenish their ether. By contributing to their replenishment, we can communicate our friendly intention. That's right, that's right! Oh. We duly invite you to join us at the communal repast, after which we may engage in leisurely conversation. Hey! If we have a chance to learn something, then I see no reason to decline. Hey. Excellent. If you would care to follow us, we shall feast you on the purest ether. I don't know how that's gonna work, but... I'm a bit concerned. What are they going to feed us? Did I collect this already? Yeah, I did. Is this... What is this? This facility is where we replenish our ether. There's no particular name for it, but we traditionalists sometimes use the word restaurant. Ah. Now then, if you would take your place with your comrades, the base will soon be awash with purest ether. Please absorb as much as you like. That's a bit strange. I'm still kind of concerned, like... We were told to stand wherever we like. This strikes me as less of a meal and more of a ritual. Yeah. You brace yourself for a rush of sweet, sweet ether, but nothing seems to happen. Perhaps you need to wait a little longer. Okay. You brace yourself again, but again, nothing seems to happen. Just as I had suspected. As meticulous as one might recreate the Ea's homeworld, this is Ultima Thule. One cannot simply generate ether here. As recreations, our friends are oblivious to this fact, to the very truth of their existence, much like the phantoms of the recreated Amarat. However appearances may seem, we must ever be mindful that it is the memories of the dead with whom we deal. Hey! Oh, did you have your fill of ether? Alas, we couldn't absorb it. A deficiency in our forms, it would seem. Oh, how very unfortunate. May I ask how you normally replenish your ether? We eat food. In the mouth. Nom nom. Through your mouths, you say? How very primitive and quaint. What? To think that their mouths serve not only to expel sound, but to draw in sustenance besides. Such life forms have long since vanished from our system. Why is that quaint? Though we regrettably could not partake of your magnificent feast, rest assured we feel your welcome most keenly. In the course of acquainting ourselves with your sophisticated ways, however, we cannot but fail wonder, wherefore do you wish to obtain vessels of flesh, and thence to vanish? Will you not favor us with an explanation? You flesh and blood beings are always so hasty. It does have its charm, however. Very well, we shall indulge you. In the beginning, when the Ea yet possessed corporeal bodies, our ancestors dedicated themselves to the pursuit of knowledge and technological advancement. By transcending all limitations, we believed we would eliminate sorrow and abide in true happiness. From the tangible, such as land, to the intangible, such as labor, there exist myriad hindrances in progress, but the most confining of all was the flesh itself. Our natural lifespan was distressingly middling, you see? Too short to enjoy unhurried lives, yet too long to be considered disposable. Furthermore, to simply maintain the integrity of our bodies demanded considerable resources. But we managed to solve this problem. After long years, we discovered how to become non-corporeal entities with everlasting lives, untroubled by the failures of the flesh. Thus changed, we had more time and freedom to continue our scientific pursuits. We went on to make even greater strides in our quest to transcend all limitations, until we finally decided to challenge the last of them all, the limit of knowledge. Oh? That is to say, deciphering the laws of creation. We sought to discover how the universe came into being and explain all extant phenomena, and thence predict the future. If we could but achieve this, we believed that we would be free from uncertainty and anxiety. And did you find the answers you sought? Yes, we did. Our efforts revealed to us a fundamental truth. Knowledge of such truth is essential for the continuation of our conversation. If you would learn more, we will share it with you. No, we mustn't. Primitive as they are, it would be unspeakably cruel to deprive them of their ignorance. Thank you for this subscribe. They are possessed of corporeal forms, their lives readily ended. Thank you for the sub, Tatanka? 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 I think it's Tatanka. Thank you. As for those who have gone before, is it not our duty to warn them? What thinkest thou? We have deliberated and come to a consensus. If you are resolved to know it, we will disclose to you the truth we discovered, the truth of the universe. Take us at the stone pillars just outside the bounds of the abode, a place called Elegea. Oh? What will they say? To define the laws of creation would have been no small feat, even for the Ea. Nay, having eternal life, and hence no sense of haste, would have only made it harder. Such tremendous drive for knowledge they must have once had, and I struggled to reconcile it with the listless beings before us. Whatever answers they found, it did not bring them happiness. A fundamental truth. We will hear it, of course. Let us learn what has led to such an enlightened people to this indolent end. Hey. That is flesh abandoned, isn't it? Oh, it's Uriange. Where knowledge leads. Ere we join the Ea, there is one trifling matter I would fain investigate. Okay, Grahatia, might I trouble you for your assistance? Hey! But of course. Hey, I'm standing inside Uriange. I fit right underneath his skirt. My thanks. We shall head outside the abode, if you would kindly follow me. I know not what mischief you are plotting, Uriange, but I trust you have our best interests at heart. The rest of us shall go on ahead to Elegea. As you worry, we won't start without you. Hey, thank you. And so we go. How far away? Ah, quite far away. Back this way. Elegea, abode of the Ea, Ostrakon Tria, Hollow of the Flesh, and the Wellspring of Regret. Anything else? Oh, what's this? Yeah, not running with things. What is it? It's so pretty though. I guess this is the Wellspring of Regret? Oh! It's pretty. What does Gaha have to say? A spring, and a sizable one at that. I hadn't noticed it amidst the dunes. Hi. Right? What do you have to say? Aye, this place shall serve. Oh. Is it the spring you wish to investigate? No? Pray, forgive me, my friends, but there is naught to investigate. It was but a pretense to speak in private. You have our undivided attention. So? As we have established, here in Ultima Thule, those denizens of ruined stars are recreated in their twilight days. Yet one question doth arise in my mind. So faithfully formed are the simulacra, they believe themselves yet amongst the living. How dost thou suppose this is possible? Meteon has taken their hearts unto herself. Meteon made contact with them while they still lived. I'm gonna say Meteon made contact with them while they still lived. Although I guess hearts unto herself makes more sense. Of course! She must have visited the stars of the dragons and the Ea before either race perished in their entirety. Thus, could she make their emotions her own, and with them create more faithful simulacra than had she relied on any historical account. So too did I theorize, and, upon that assumption, consider how these two races may have met their demise. According to thine own tale, Meteon perceiveth the emotions of those nearby as her own, a heightened sense of empathy intrinsic to her nature as an enteleki. In the course of her soul-faring journey, she encountered beings who strongly desired a cessation of their existence. She would be powerless before that desire. Even as she possesseth the power to grant it, the power of dynamis. It is my supposition that, overwhelmed by their longing for death, Meteon did unleash dynamis and usher the dragons and the Ea unto their doom. Of course, such was not always the outcome. Full many stars did she find already lost to ruin. In order to create a terminus, however, the fervent desire for the end is essential. Therefore, should you struggle to find a way forward, pray, ask yourselves this: in the place where you stand, whose is the soul that yearneth most desperately for oblivion? Why do you tell us this now? Oh, no! Never again would I betray you trust. This pledge I did make to my comrades. In bringing thee into my confidence, I would remain true to my word. As for thee, let us consider it my fitting reward for the secrets I harbored for the Crystal Exarch. I once placed my faith in thy chosen path, walked at that side full knowing that we were bound for thy demise. I ask now that thou returnest the favor, and abide in faith as I fulfill mine own destiny. Wait! If you say my debt has come due, how am I to refuse? It is indelicate of me, I know full well, and I can but beg thy forgiveness. Yet even if I must needs to go to such lengths, I cannot well feign ignorance of the answer I have found within. The answer to the question, in what moment might I stand strongest? Oh. After all that we've been through, I will say only this. Do what you must. Do what you must and see your conviction through. Oh. I shall, my friend. I shall. Wait. Without further ado then, let us go to join our comrades. I know what this means, but I don't want it to mean that. Yeah, I don't have any words either, Graha. Let us be off to Elegea. I don't like this either. Wait, did you teleport first? Ah, you did, and I didn't get the free teleport. We don't need any more of those signs anymore. But Yumi, no. Just because we don't need them anymore doesn't mean we don't want them anymore. I want to see our friends until the end. Don't mind me. Oh no, Gaha! Come, let us hear the Air's tale, and learn what caused such enlightened beings to crave nihility. Yes, nihility. Seems everyone is accounted for. Shall we then? Oh no! No!
Please continue. Tell us about this truth you discovered.
Very well. Bear in mind, however, that the purpose of this conversation is not to impart scholarly knowledge, for such requires that you comprehend the subject matter, which you will not. We will forego the intricacies of our scientific methodology and deal only with the conclusion, the end of our society and our world. We acknowledge, with regret, that your star is in the midst of the same panic-induced cataclysm that befell Deneb 3.
Oh?
As such, in order to avoid causing undue distress, we will refrain from explicitly stating how much time you have remaining.
You are entirely too kind. I pray you recount your tale as you see fit.
Hmm.
In the beginning, the universe was but a tiny particle. Then suddenly, this particle began to expand. Having remained entirely in the bounds of your star, the phenomenon may be difficult for your kind to grasp. But this expansion has since continued unabated. Speculating that the universe could not grow indefinitely, we sought to learn what might occur, and made a worrying discovery. The stars will continue to spread apart, as will their finite thermal energies. Eventually, all heavenly bodies will grow cold and freeze. No new stars will be born, and the universe will enter into an eternal ice age. In hopes of proving that this determination was erroneous, we scrutinized our research from all angles, even as we sought to avert the everlasting winter. The endeavor proved fruitless. So infamously so, in fact, that it became synonymous with vain effort. The universe as we know it would end, and there is no way to prevent it. Beneath the weight of this knowledge, our society stagnated. Though we had time still, it was a cold comfort. Why strive for anything when desolation is assured? When our wealth of wisdom, accumulated since the dawning of our kind, would be forever lost. No civilization would rise from our ashes. No scholar recover our knowledge. In silence unbroken, naught would stir. Intellect was once our pride. Overnight, it became our shame. Our works, monuments to futility. Immortality, our greatest invention, became a source of suffering. Rather than suffer on, many chose to unmake themselves by means of etheric exsanguinators.
Hey, it is the end.
Etched upon these stones are the testaments of such souls. Though many left no words at all, thinking it a pointless gesture. Once we have obtained vessels of flesh, we likewise intend to vanish. If you understand this, understand aught of our tale, you will abandon your quest for knowledge. Ignorance truly is bliss. If you would cling to your illusory happiness, Remain primitive and pure. It is the only way.
So that's your story. While I appreciate your advice, I will not heed it.
Huh?
Convinced though you may be of this truth, it is yours and not mine. Indeed, truth, I have ever believed, is in the eye of the beholder.
Are you suggesting that we have reached a faulty conclusion? That our science failed us?
Oh?
Hardly. As you yourself said, the subject matter is beyond my comprehension. And that, I accept, is true. I do not possess the knowledge to prove or disprove your conclusion. In my mortal years, I doubt I could even approach the wisdom of the air. But of one thing am I absolutely certain. I would not be happier in ignorance.
Oh.
Y'shtola, no! You mustn't!
The most important lesson I've learned is that learning isn't simply passing one's eyes over words. Nay, it is when understood for oneself that knowledge attains its true value.
Oh.
This is what has sustained me, driven me onward in joy and wonder, in anger and sorrow. The universe may end, and all may be for naught, but I will live as I always have.
Oh.
I will always seek out new knowledge, and no conclusion of yours, no matter how grim, can dampen my desire.
I suppose it is only to be expected. Their feeble minds cannot fathom the terrifying gravity of it all. But worry not. We consider it our duty to enlighten you. And we will not stop until you grasp the full extent of our despair.
Keep calm and listen well. Though my body will soon dissipate, there may be a way to restore it. Asm's magic. So long as our souls remain, you can use it to summon us back.
Ah. Ah, my frames.
But you mustn't, for it would mean losing our way forward. This I only reveal so that you can promise not to invoke the magic. We came here knowing what victory may cost, so press on. Press on, and do not look back.
Oh. Ah.
I shall join thee. As subterfuge is not required, thou shalt not suffer for mine absence.
Urianger.
My resolve hath never been as strong as thine. Full oft have I wavered in my decisions, and afterwards been stricken with regret. In spite of this, I may still stand with my comrades, supporting them as they attempt the greatest of feats. This truth I have learned in the course of our journey.
Oh.
And many though my shortcomings may be, I may also claim to excel in prophecies. My studies, into which have granted me the flexibility of mind needed to bend this malleable reality.
Yeah.
Thus shall I hope that thou mayest have the strength to resist, and our comrades the strength to continue.
Ah.
With you to urge us on, how could we possibly fail?
Uber danger? Wait, Uber danger? It's Oriange. Nah, I like Oriange. We cried for Oriange yesterday. Just don't take my Graha from me, please.
What's this? An extinguished civilization. Rekindled?
That's right. Our quest doesn't end here. We'll press on, and we will find you.
There. That's where you'll find me.
Oh?
Is that another star?
Of the stars we visited, most were already devoid of life. And where there was life still, the inhabitants wished for death. But even death, we learned, isn't truly the end. It is but a part of the cycle of rebirth.
Oh?
Souls return to the star, or in its absence, a larger flow. And eventually they are reborn. Alive again, to know suffering anew. True salvation lies not in dying. It lies in not being born. This is the gift I would give to you. To all life on beautiful Atheris. To that end, we created an egg wherein life cannot quicken. That dead sun. Attain it if you can, before your friends' emotions fade away, along with their protection.
Where knowledge leads. That means you get to keep Graha, right? Please tell me you get to keep Graha. Victory. Something lost. I think, hold on. If we look at names of the ones we finished so far, right? Oh no, we can't have them. Oh, it's the first level 90 quest, right? I'm trying to figure out what those other words are. It's all about eggs. Roads paved. Oh, sacrifice, I think? Right? Strange new world. Fish abandoned. That's an E. There's an F. Victory. Something lost? Like there's something lost. I want to know what it is. But victory dot lost. There's a comma in there, so there's two words there. It's victory something lost. Is it victory come those lost? Something like that. Utters victory, comma, lost. I don't know, I feel like it's something more like victory, comma, those lost, but like maybe two different words. Are you all ready to continue? Hey. Then let us make for where that light shone. Ishtola and Orianger have opened the way for us. Hey. Thus we go. Holding on to the hope that we keep Graha. There we go. But yeah, I think it's probably two different words in there, with like a comma in between. Like victory found, friends lost, or victory come, those lost. Something like that. Something like that. What does Graha have to say here? Judging by the direction, this should be the place. Yes, I can feel it. The ether emanating from the arcane pattern. Aye. This is a portal, and no mistake. Let us see where it leads. Alright, portal of wisdom. Oh. Oh. Okay, but lurk? Hello, Aki, hello. We go here. This looks like Omega stuff. We shall help. Slowly. Hey! Oh wait, we're not done here yet. Hi! Sounds like a bit like Omega. Omega PTSD? Actually, yeah, I even like the platforms up here. I will hydrate, thank you. Yeah. Amazing. Yet another civilization. Attacked as soon as you arrived. Not the most welcoming of places, is it? We must try to find denizens who are amenable to conversation. We should also get the lay of the land, see how far we can go. Hey! I'll help Alfina with that. In the meantime, you and Graha can search for friendlier folk. Hey! Apart from hostile beings, take care with your footing. I mislike the look of this terrain. Not knowing what the locals are like, you best take care of yourselves. We'll find you once we've finished exploring. Hey! Why are you cuting me, Yumi, huh? I'm not cute. Alone with Graha at last! I expect the twins will seek the outermost bounds of the Isle. I propose we search the central area. Hey! There are machines patrolling here and there. Sentinels in all likelihood. Oh, he's so cute looking around. Like those you encountered, they will most certainly attack any who venture too close. So let us avoid them and look for others that appear more approachable. Eee. You see not patrolling machines in the area. They do not seem inclined to non-violent intercourse. Oh, violent intercourse? Ah! I guess it's little by little. That whole Ifrit explosion now is huge. Only if it was just a small little babby. No, they're huge! Oh, it's Natherite. Things are weird. They're like robot people? Oh, I don't even need a worker. You there. What do you sell? Ah, okay. Cannot trade with them yet. Skeletons with the biggest of thighs. Ah, you mean the biggest of hips? Not the biggest of thighs. They have very small thighs, but they have giant hips. Look, Kie, the machines here do not appear hostile. Let's see if we can communicate with them. Begging your pardon, but we are searching for the denizens of this star. Unknown life forms detected. Assigning generic label, interplanetary travelers. Greetings and welcome to the planet. Blip, bloop. Blip, blip. The planet... What? Could you please repeat that? It appears your hearing organ is unable to process a name in our tongue. It may be translated into yours as Alphatron. Our people, meanwhile, are called the Omicrons, and you stand within one of our outposts. The Omicrons, you say? And what is it that you do here? We are preparing for war. War? With who? As we presently do not have a designated target, you have nothing to fear. Should your star become designated, however, you will be taken into custody and/or terminated. Not a little frightening, these Omicrons, but at least they seem to be forthright. I will see what else I can learn from this fellow, if you could try speaking with the others. Yeah. Oh, I guess we have to split up. So we can go that way. I want to go this way. I want to jump the gap. That was 32, this one's 97. Greeting, traveler. When venturing outside the outpost, beware malfunctioning units. They do not heed Sir's commands and indiscriminately attack all non-Omicrons. For the avoidance of confusion, be advised that Sir is the alias of Stigma 1. Sir issues instructions to our forces as the foremost of the 6 strategic matrices that bear the designation Stigma. I see. Measuring combat capability. Result? Negligible. Subject falls outside targeting parameters. Greetings, traveler. We're the Omicrons, and our objective is self-enhancement. In order to achieve this, we venture forth in conquest to acquire combat data and resources. Most recently, we succeeded in subjugating the home world of the beings whose strength was said to be without parallel, the dragons. No! Yet, though the Endeavor yielded a wealth of combat data, the star was rendered barren and unable to yield resources. The subsequent costing determined that the losses incurred exceeded the gains. Bruh. Zip bloop. Autonomous weapon deployment complete. Vanguard armament upgrade complete. Munition levels satisfactory. Combat readiness assessment. Nominal. Awaiting instructions from Sir. Maintaining state of combat readiness. You learned a few things. So did I. Ere we share our findings, however, I believe it is best to step outside the outpost. Come with me. Hey. Ah, there you are. We finished surveying the area. This will come as no surprise, but there's no way forward. No! There were portals like the one we used to get here, but those that worked only sent us to isolated isles. And as before, we must locate the embodiment of the emotion that bars the way. What of yourselves? Did you find anyone to speak with? Hey, we found a few robots that killed the dragons. And they referred to Sir. And some other yada yada. So the Omicron seek to advance themselves through conquest. Following their victory over the dragons, they stand ready for the next campaign, but their leader has yet to issue new commands, so they wait. In such a place, who could it be that fits Urianger's description? A soul whose yearning for oblivion surpasses all others. Urianger said this. During our investigation, before we joined you in Elegea. Hey. So that's the way of it. Why couldn't he just say it to all of us? Given what we know of this place, it's certainly a curious state of affairs. While the dragons in the Ea long for death, the Omicrons long for conflict. As much as that may lead to destruction, it must be considered a distinct desire. In order to find the source of the dominant emotion, I believe we should seek out the leader, this Sir. According to MO32, first Omicron with whom we spoke, there is a console by which we might communicate with her. MO32 also added that it would be a pointless exercise, but that in itself, I believe, is worth investigating. What say you? I have a bad feeling. I have a bad feeling. I have a very bad feeling. I'm worried. You know? Hope not found. Is that it? Hope not found, or is it... Oh, the double slash before was, an L. But I feel like it would be hope not found. That or it's help not found. So the console we seek lies on the far side of this isle. Given the nature of the ground, the route may not be entirely direct as it seems. Let us all watch our step as we make our way. Hey. We go this way. Oh, there's the Aether Current here. Honor bound? Ah. Wait, is it honor bound? Or not bound? I thought it was not found, but honor bound could make sense as well. I thought it was like hope not found or something. Oh, there's another Aether Current. Or not found. Hey. It could be anything, really. No, leave me alone. That burst is so nice. Thank you. This appears to be the console, but it seems unresponsive. Would you care to take a look at it? Hey, I'll have a look. Hey. P letters on F sound. You try touching, smacking, and attuning with the console, but there is no response. No luck, I see. But there must be a way to activate it. There must. Oh no. No, I'm so...
Well, I'm out of ideas.
As am I. Operating such consoles is trying enough. But if we can't even activate it...
Perhaps there is a way.
Oh, no, Graha, no! No, Graha, no!
First, consider the world that has been recreated here. Its inhabitants were machines who gathered combat data to enhance themselves. And among the many wars they waged, the most notable was that against the dragons.
Mm-hmm.
As you've doubtless surmised, I believe this was the homeworld of Omega.
Hey!
According to the records I read in the future, it possessed a single weakness. Lightning.
That's all well and good, but what does that... Wait. You're not thinking to strike the console with lightning, are you?
Well, why not?
As a matter of fact, I am. Ask yourselves this. Why would an entity as puissant as Omega not be designed to suppress the effects of lightning?
I love him.
Because it relies upon it, or something akin to it, as a source of energy.
My thoughts exactly. And there is a good chance the same is true of the Omicrons and their devices.
Mm-hmm.
So, shall I cast caution to the wind and try something reckless and dramatic?
Yes, please. How about it?
Very well. Here I go.
It worked!
Hey!
Opening connection to communications module 1. Connection established.
What was the bottom option?
Transmission. Strategic Matrix Sigma 1 now online. As the primary strategic matrix, you may address me as Sir.
Hello, sir.
Checking for new communications. None found. All units, please maintain current state.
Right, is the bottom confirmed? Yeah, but what was the bottom option?
End transmission. Closing connection.
Wait! We have questions for you.
Oh.
Of late, no mission orders have been issued. Why not? Has there been some manner of trouble?
Reply. The extended operations unit is yet to determine guidelines for future assignments.
It was using the Omega Jammer? What? Wait, what was the interaction though? What was the interaction?
All strategies are calculated, devised, and actioned in accordance with set guidelines.
I feel like I should read this because it's so hard to understand. All strategies are calculated, devised, and actioned in accordance with said guidelines.
In the interim, all citizens are directed to maintain a state of combat readiness. End reply. Awaiting quake.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us why the Extended Operations Unit hasn't yet determined the guidelines?
Oh, okay. Using the Mega Jammer. Him admits that we had it, then realized it's too big to carry around with us, and then proceeded. I see.
Unable to comply. Information unavailable or access restricted.
What?
In that case, is it possible for us to communicate directly with the unit?
Access denied. Unable to establish connection.
Is there anything you can tell us? Have there been any abnormalities, like a threat to the star or widespread unrest?
Reply. Negative. All citizens continue to operate at maximum efficiency. If your operations are suboptimal, please proceed to a maintenance facility for evaluation. Otherwise, stand by at your designated post. End reply.
The years go back animation. Did the only years go back to... no, I didn't get to see that then. I didn't have that option, so I actually haven't finished Omega. I just had, go ahead and do it, or I don't know if this is safe. Those are my options.
End transmission. Closing connection.
I could activate it again, but I doubt it would be productive. What do you think?
Hey.
If all the Omicrons really were running as efficiently as it claimed, then I doubt they were hoping for life here to end.
Hmm.
As this Sir told us, there just haven't been any new instructions, and everyone is standing by.
Should be standing by at any rate. If there are those that are neglecting their duties, perhaps we can glean a clue from them. I propose we take another look around, and also try to find the operations unit.
Hey. Where's Graha? Back here. Though I never encountered Omega myself, in conceiving the means to send the Crystal Tower to the First, we derived no small inspiration from its abilities. In the course of my research, I devoured every single piece of literature I could find on the being, to think that the knowledge would prove useful here at the edge of existence. Let us focus our search on the outpost. Alize and I will try speaking with the Omicrons this time, in hopes we might learn something new. Meanwhile, perhaps you and Graha could observe them from a distance. These beings are systematic and routine by nature. If there are any that aren't, it shouldn't be too difficult to spot them. If there are no questions, let us begin at once. Hey! As we came this way, I believe I spied a promising vantage point. Follow me. Hey! Before we go have a moment alone with Graha, I will be right back a moment. Right back. back, I'm back. Alright. Ah, okay. And there we go. Be alone with Graha. This way? Wait, that work. Oh, the ether current. There's so many, like, up here. I feel bad because I barely have any of the other ones. This way? And here we are. I see the twins are wasting no time in their inquiries. Let us begin observing the Omicrons. They are supposed to be standing by, so we should look for any that aren't. Ah, actually I realize this might not be a cutscene alone with Graha. Ah, it's a point. There. Oh, it's an Abystoma! What are you doing here? That's not Omicron. It's an Abystoma. An especially lively one at that. Perhaps it's stuck aboard the Ragnarok, but however it came to be here, it seems to be completely in its element. Aww. Look how cute it is. Aww. Okay, since we're chatting. These two seem fine. One seems okay. Someone I'm not seeing? Oh wait, stop up. Wait, I got it. No, I didn't. The Omicron wanders around ceaselessly as if lacking a clear objective. I found it! It was just really fast. An Omicron wandering aimlessly? Where? It's all over the place. Don't have the zoomies? Yeah. You have the zoomies. Where is it going? Aha! I see it. It looks confused. It's left the base. Let's follow it. Hey. I go wherever you do. I'm kind of scared. We have to say goodbye to someone, I think. And I'm worried that someone's gonna have to be Graha. I don't want to say goodbye to Graha. But I'm afraid that's the only option. I don't want to. It's not here, but it definitely came this way. It must have used the portal. Time to go through and see what we find. Hey. Look, the lambdas. Over this way? Oh. I like this song. Hello? What is your query? Aha! You found it. That was an aha, but oh well. What are you doing here? I am looking at the tree. Oh? Quite an unusual specimen. What is the device attached to it? The tree is a sample collected from another star. As it cannot survive in our environment, however, it requires life support. That is the function of the device. You go to such lengths to sustain it. Is there something special about this tree? Being foreign matter, protocol requires that we study it. As this task has been completed, specimen may be discarded. However, when I behold the tree, I am made to feel as though there is a problem. In order to become strong, we have continued to enhance ourselves, like we did countless others. We conquered the star whence this tree came. It is the last remnant of a dead world, and there is nothing towards which it may aspire. Yet it grows, extends its branches, sprouts leaves, produces seeds. Why does it seek to continue? Why was it made to behave in such a way, and to what end? I do not understand. Oh. I see. Out of curiosity, does this pertain to your duty? No, it does not. My apologies. I shall return to my designated post and assume a state of combat readiness. So, it was acting outside of the... Perhaps it is simply a malfunctioning Omicron. These are by no means uncommon. But it may also be a unit possessed of the ability to make decisions. One not unlike Sir. I believe this bears further investigation. Hey. No, oh, don't smile like that. We'll endeavor to live, even if we must depend on forces beyond our control. Tell me, Kie, one day, when this adventure becomes a part of your epic, you think I will be mentioned in it? Oh, of course you will! Maybe in a footnote. You're not here so you can be in a story. Oh, of course, why wouldn't you be? Which one do I tell him? He's afraid he wouldn't be, I think. But... I want to tell him, you're not here so you can be in a story. No, you're not here so you can be in a story. You're here because... for so many other reasons. For so many other reasons, you know? Saying, of course, why wouldn't you be? It's just like, oh yeah, you know, yeah. So, it's not that good of an answer because it's lacking something, but just, you're worth so much more than that, Graha. You're not here so you can be in a story. Forgive me. Let there be no doubt that fame and glory could not be further from my mind. And yet, I would be lying if I said that I don't relish the thought of my name being spoken in the same breath as yours. Listen, we can have our names spoken in the same breath on certificates and in ceremonies and so much more than that, and you know, my children. Well, we had best get on with our task. Tracking down Sir and understanding the nature of the emotion which bars our way. Was that the right choice? What does he say if you pick the first one? Was that the right choice? We should return to the outpost for now. The others will wish to hear about the air and Omicron. Hey. I wanna know. Find the question. And what? And what? I want to know. Mostly because I just want to make sure that I made the right choice, you know? And if there was something better I could have said, I want to learn from it. But also, Graha, why? I wasn't paying attention. I'll take that. So, did you see any of the other options? Or did you go for the same one? The stop answer you have, and he was a bit embarrassed. I don't know if it was the right choice then. Which one seemed like the right choice, between the top and the bottom? I have given them the short of it, if you would care to provide the full account. Gaha says you found a suspicious Omicron. That's good, because the units here were of no help. They all had the same thing to say about the Extended Operations Unit, that there's no way to arrange a direct meeting. The Mint, I don't know. Still, that served to prove that it's business as usual at the outpost. But enough about us. Tell me you learned something more useful. How exactly is he embarrassed? Is he embarrassed like, you know, that would make me really happy? Or is he embarrassed like, you know, yeah, sorry for asking. Like, which type of embarrassed? Embarrassed that he asked, or embarrassed like he's happy to hear that? In Omicron trying to make sense of the meaning of life, none of the others were even a fraction as philosophical. This unit may well be in a position of leadership, perhaps even one of those that comprise Sir. As we know, the Omicrons invade other stars and enhance themselves using the spoils of conquest. One the happy one? With the technology at their disposal, they should be able to alter their bodies, be it in part or in whole. Yeah, I've been noticing that the music has been changing. We've been going through a lot of different songs. I don't know, him saying that he just wants to hear his name said in the same breath as ours, I don't think there's anything better than that. I don't think there's, like, the main thing for the zone? I'll have to listen again. I mean, the song in each cutscene has been, like, different every single time. Setting aside the question of motive, if Sir, for example, wished to have an ordinary Omicron's body, I see no reason why it would not be possible. The problem is how to go about ascertaining if that's what happened. When I attempted to probe further, it promptly ended the conversation. If it is indeed Sir, I doubt it would willingly reveal its true identity. I have an idea. We use lightning on the console again, but we make it stronger, much stronger. At that moment, Should the unit exhibit a reaction, I could suggest that it has a connection to Sir. An inspired idea. I dare say it is worth a try. I had a feeling you'd be on board. This time, you must allow me to do the honors. I will stand guard in case your incantation draws sentries to the scene. Hey! For my part, then, I will approach our suspect and divert its attention. During which time, Kie, I want you to observe it closely for anomalous behavior. Okay. I should mention that, shortly before you returned, an Omicron appeared from the same direction. Rather than entering the outpost, however, it headed off towards the console. At first I assumed it was on a unit on patrol, but perhaps... That could only be our errant Omicron. We must seek it out and begin our operation at once. Hey. Alright, Alfino and I will stand by at the console, and when it's time, I'll unleash a veritable storm. Hey. I'm afraid. This will work. I'm sure of it. After all, our comrades are watching over us. Come, my friend. Let us find this stout-plagued Omicron. I'm afraid. I'm very, very afraid. Also, I see what you mean. It's not the same, like, very, like, quiet, barely there that it was before. Now I can see the gemstone trades. Just dynamis crystals. Interesting. Hello, world. Go back this way. I'm afraid! Are we gonna lose Graha? I feel like we're either gonna lose both the twins together, or we're gonna lose Graha, or we're gonna lose all three. Adding more instruments? Hey! You're the one that was observing the tree, are you not? Well, glad I am to find you again. I have a question for you, see? About the device which sustains the tree. Provided it does not necessitate the disclosure of restricted information, very well. Gaha has begun distracting the Omicron. Soon, Alize will strike the console with lightning. Observe MO17 closely for anomalous behavior after Alize has cast her spell. Okay. Okay, we see Alize back there. Oh! You are Sir. An anomaly, you say? Performing diagnostic. Error confirmed. My connection to Central Command is suffering from intermittent failures. I must leave at once and present myself for maintenance at the nearest facility. You will excuse me. What you need, my friend, isn't maintenance. It is to confront the truth. While we speak, our comrade struck the console used to communicate with Sir. That is the cause of the anomaly. You are connected to Sir, aren't you? Affirmative. Oh! To what end you sought to assert this fact, I do not know. But before we speak further, we must move away from the other units. I do not wish for them to know my true identity. Very well. Our friends are at the console. Let us head there. I'm afraid we're gonna lose Graha. Simply because this person is like, you know, a leader of his, you know, his people being the other Omicrons, right? That's exactly, you know, the same as Graha was, right? Hiding his identity from them, not wanting them to learn the truth. Graha was like that too. And so I'm afraid. I'm very, very afraid. Maybe the last time we can talk to Graha in a while. His unit struggles to understand why the tree continues to grow despite being destined to die. Let us shed light on its doubts, that we may shine the way forward. What do they say? If not as amiss with the other Omicrons, I dare to hope we have found that which reveals our advance. A little jolt works wonders, doesn't it? All that's left to have this Omicron divulge the truth to us. Yeah. I'm nervous.
As you have surmised, I am part of the shared intelligence of Stigma 1. It was my charge to determine the optimal path to achieving our prime function. This body had been abandoned by its former owner and lay unused.
Oh?
I took it and abandoned my own, and with it, my duty.
May we ask why you did this? From what we gather, it seems to be a personal matter.
Hey.
Our kind did not always look as we do now. Long ago, we possessed frail and feeble bodies. Beleaguered by stronger races, our ancestors took to augmenting their flesh in order to defend themselves. What began with limited parts eventually spread to the whole body, and at last, a means was discovered to convert the mind into data, rendering even the brain obsolete. Such complete mechanical beings were called the Omicrons, and by their might, we came to reign supreme over the star. But even then, we did not feel secure. For we knew that the universe was home to civilizations aside from our own. Civilizations that may be stronger still than us. Rather than risk becoming the subjugated, we chose to become the subjugator. We began our conquest of the stars, that we might acquire the resources and knowledge we needed to reign supreme. We were successful in that endeavor. So powerful did we become, we could lay low even the mighty dragons. But then something unexpected happened. I began experiencing an error. I could no longer determine an optimal path.
You were malfunctioning.
I performed numerous full system scans, each time finding no issues. Yet the error persisted. It was then that I speculated. What could happen if we grew so powerful as to have no equal? To become stronger was essential to our existence. Our every action has been in service to this objective. But if nothing lies beyond this, can it be truly said that it was essential? Have we been engaging only in wanton destruction?
You could find no threat to justify your purpose.
The Omicrons will never leave this star. They will stand by until their reserves of energy are spent. For I have no path to offer them. None.
no.
It is not our place to pass judgment on the deeds of the Omicrons. But surely, this does not have to spell the end of your people. With your power and knowledge, the possibilities are endless. Why not seek out a new purpose?
That is impossible.
Why?
In the beginning, we had a higher purpose than our pursuit of power. But we lost sight of it when we so irrevocably altered our fundamental forms. When we cast aside our flesh, so too did we cast aside all that defined us. Nothing remains of who we once were. I have no aspirations. No longer can I dream. The fighter's spark is lost. Lost amidst circuitry and code and commands.
I believe I know how to overcome this despair.
Oh no! Nagraha!
The words are ready in my mind, but ere I speak them, I want you to make me a promise.
Anything.
Be it across time or space, our promises have always connected us. And so I ask that you indulge me once more. That this won't be the end.
It won't. You say I'll do it or I can't, not again. Wait. What would I can't, not again mean? I can't, not again, like I can't lose you, not again. Or... Wait, I'm not sure if that's a good I can't, not again, or a bad one. I can't lose him, not again. But... You say it, I'll do it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't hold back.
Yeah.
First, I want to visit Ishgard with you. Properly.
Oh god, I think that was the right option.
We scarcely had time to look around last time. I should like it very much if you could show me the sights.
Of course.
Next, you must regale me with your greatest adventures, in the places where you lived them, if possible. I may have read about all your deeds, but there is no substitute for a first-hand account.
Of course, of course.
And last but not least, a new adventure together. Unlike any we've experienced before.
Of course!
We'll travel the lands, cross the seas, and take to the skies upon the eternal wind. And it will be marvelous. It will. If you would humor me a moment. When we awaken each morning, how can we prove that we're the same individual who retired the night before?
Because I wonder, what would the other... I would just assume that the other option would be the bad option, right? No, I don't want him to die. We have to take him to Ishgal and everywhere else.
Through the remembrance of past events, we might say. We have our memories, yet there are times when we forget or recall incorrectly. What of our bodies, then? It is the same one, we might say, yet technically speaking, as living beings, our bodies are constantly changing. It will never be as it was at an earlier point in time.
I mean, I'm not sure what the other option would have led to. It might not have led to the same speech. It might not have led to him asking us on a date, you know?
Our souls are no more immutable. On our star, people are known to inherit the souls of others, yet they are decidedly different beings. For my part, I've subjected my totality to much and more. I've made my body into an extension of a tower, blended my soul and memories with those of another self.
Wait, what did the first two get subbed out for?
And each time I would ask myself, what is it that makes me, me?
Are you able to determine an answer?
No. But that doesn't mean I'm confused. It simply means I'm the same as everyone else. So I posit this. Who we were need not prescribe what we now hold in our hearts. Whatever came before, what matters most is the present. For me, that is being here with my friends, full proud of how much we've grown together.
Oh.
So I urge you to not give up. Heed your heart's desire and hope that the future you long for shall be realized.
I love him.
I cannot. We cannot. We cannot understand desire, nor comprehend hope. We do not know how to create such things.
We are not unlike, you and I. I too have struggled to find the courage to express and embrace my wants. If you like, I will tell you a tale. A tale of a world on the brink. Of a people who never gave up on the future. Of a man who realized his grandest dreams and then awakened to a grander reality.
Oh. I don't want to lose Graha though. Or my frames.
You idiot! Just once, stay with us to the end.
I almost feel like Alize loves Graha as much as we do. This song's new. Oh. Oh, that's really good. No, I wanted Graha. Wait. What was the other option? What did they say with the other one though? Bye. Crystalline path. He has paved it for us. Oh wait! They all leave so easily, as if it's nothing. How do they think we feel? The next time we meet, I'll give him such a flick. And that'll be just to start. Aww. That crystalline path, Raha has paved it for us. Difficult as it is, we must carry on, for our friends and all who await us in fate. So come, let us see the path's beginning. It appears to be near the outpost. I don't want to lose Graha. I gotta go this way. Oh, it's... Wait, it's this part of the song. Okay, a portal has opened. It will surely deliver us. True, it must. Well, here's where the path begins, and it ascends to dizzying heights. Let us make our way, one sure step at a time. Our friends got us this far. Their courage, their strength, their wisdom, their love. We owe it to them to continue, no matter how long it takes. Aye. But I don't think we're allowed to mount. Let's go. I don't know if there's any point going up that way, but... Listen to the silence. Tancred would scout the road ahead. Stola and Oriange would trade opinions on esoteric subjects. Graha would join in their discussion, or else chat with me and Alice about the mission. Estinian would be at the rear, apart yet present. All the while you would come and go, wherever you were needed, and together we would travel. Oh. All I can hear are my footfalls, my heartbeat. It's so much quieter now. But the fact we can breathe and continue on is proof that the others are still with us. They are. They are. Aren't they? Oh, I hope they are. Was there anything up the other way? I think maybe no. Oh no, there is! There is! Ah. I like this song. I like the song. It's part of Footfalls. Is the distant stars? The innumerable lights that shine in the distance. They think that they could all have birthed civilizations. They think that everything they built has gone to dust. Their peoples lost to despair. Of the stars floating in the sea of midnight, ours is a lonely aberration. And yet, no matter how many worlds have met their end, with you and Alice beside me, there's nothing I fear. No ocean so vast I cannot cross. Ah. Those broken stars I see, shattered, ruptured, unraveled, I wonder if they're also worlds recreated at their ends. The sight of them fills me with a sorrow I cannot describe, and a truth I cannot deny. Birth and death. Whence we came, and where we return. A wheel from which there is no escape. Oh. back on the path. The portal is barely visible from up here. Truly, we've come far. Much farther than would have been possible had we kept chasing perfect ideals that we did in the past. It is because we have known failure and frustration, that we have learned and grown from them, that Heidelin has entrusted us with his mission, with the fate of the very star. It's all a dream, isn't it? A long, elaborate dream. Any moment now, I'll wake up in my bed, still a student, grandfather alive. I'd go about my day, leaved as the fragments of that other life fade away. And that would be happiness, wouldn't it? That none of it? No. No. I wouldn't give up these experiences. Good and bad, they are mine. They are me. Offer a word of comfort. Rest assured, I am fine, but thank you for your concern. What of yourself? Though we can't afford to be too leisurely, neither need we rush unduly. We've crossed an impossible distance to stand where we are now, and we're but a few steps away from journey's end. It will be over before we know it. Me? Oh, I still have plenty of legs left in me, don't you worry. It's you I'm worried about. You always push yourself so hard for us, for everyone, and while we're here, we'll make sure to bear our share of the burden. Oh. This is a rather big platform. We're almost there. Look at the path ahead. Well, this is it. The end of the path, and the beginning of whatever awaits. There will be greater hardships. We may be made to feel powerfully. Yet come what may, let us have no regrets. No, let us have pride in what we have achieved. In what we have achieved. In what we achieved, and how it changes for the better. That's worth fighting for, and dying for, as they did. Aww. I don't want them to be dead. There are some structures up ahead. Still a ways to go before we reach the dead sun. Given all this, I know how naive it must sound to hope it all works out somehow. Still, you'll forgive me if I wish for it all the same. And you, and for you, most of all. Not that you of all people need it, it's just, after all the help you've given me, for once I want to be the one to help you. Oh. Oh, it's an Acropolis. I guess this is it. This is almost... Oh? Normal? It's not unlike many cities we know, but it's deathly quiet. Mayhap the inhabitants are within the buildings, or invisible to our senses. Wrong on both counts, there is simply no one here. Well, there she is. Meteon. This is how I found it when I arrived. Another star, which once pulsed with life, but no longer. How it ended, I do not know. Invasion, sickness, suicide? None can say. None live to speak for the dead. They are gone. Gone. Search all you like, but you'll only end up turning back. You don't do it because if you did, then you wouldn't be able to continue going on here. Like, for example, what Yashola was saying was if you did revive Thank at the very start, you would no longer be able to survive here, and the land that is here would fade away. So that's why we can't yet. There's no one here, and neither should there be any emotions to borrow away. Yet Meteon seems convinced we'll turn back. What riddle is this? Actually, you think you caught me? This form is barely a drop from the ocean that swells within the dead sun. Even so, I could easily unmake you. You are only still alive because of your comrades, but they cannot protect you forever. Until they fade away, I'll satisfy myself with watching you try, and fail, to find out a way to live, to find a way out of this lifeless. If what Meteon says is true, what are we supposed to do? Well, there's always a chance we're not able to. Whatever Meteon may have said, we should confirm it with our own eyes. We need to have a look around. Indeed. At the very least, it doesn't appear to be a sprawling place like those before. If we split up, it shouldn't take too long to cover the area. Oh yes, we have Yashola with us right here, you see? This person that is Yashola, right? There doesn't seem to be anyone here. Perhaps you could try calling out. Is anyone here? If anyone has heard you, they do not respond. As expected. It's just Ryan as Yashola. Yeah. The object resembles a tree and appears to have been fashioned from a stone-like material. Interesting. Erected in place of an actual tree, or to service some other purpose, perhaps. Regardless, there is no one left to explain, to tell this story. Were it not for the thick layer of dust, one could imagine someone drinking from these cups but a moment ago. Oh. These cabinets? Those are like mailboxes. Though set slightly off the ground, this appears to be a door, while the objects to the left could be letterboxes. Ah, yes, they are. The door is rusted shut, and the film of dust all over suggests no one has come through in a long, long time. It's also a bit off the ground. If this is a door, then whoever did live here must have either been able to fly or been perfectly comfortable walking through a doorway off the ground. There's a bar counter. This place is reminiscent of a bar, but neither patrons nor staff are anywhere to be seen. Egg-shaped containers line the shelves, the loose few sitting on the counter, vessels for the beverages in all likelihood. A venue bustling with activity until it was not. Let's see. I don't think there's going to be anything on the other end here. No? I haven't checked if we... Actually, I think we did get a new title. Actually, no, we didn't. Here's the last. How many legs? In the distance, you glimpse Alize picking her way through the ruins, but otherwise find no signs of life. If anyone can hear me, say something, right? Your call echoes faintly before being swallowed by the silence. Well? Are we gonna have another moment with Alice? Okay, take a look at this. If the road was a little longer, we could take it just beneath the dead sun. But I suppose this is where the reconstruction ends. How about you? Did you find anything of interest? I get them back if you win. These players know you win every instance, but it's the time frame. I mean, it's always possible that we don't get them back. I see. I noticed the same things. Cups left upon tables, chairs out of place. I don't know what happened here, but I do know I don't want to be alone anymore. We've searched enough for now. Let's find Alfino and compare what we've learned. Alice, it's not hard. It's a bit too, I don't know, immature. I don't know. It's true. I thought there was something running around here, but it's just someone's minion.
Did you find anything?
Nope.
No, this place is completely deserted. And I can't see how we're supposed to move on from here.
Neither can I. It's quite the quandary. There are no denizens to bar our path, yet there is no way forward.
For another mystery, we did find signs of very recent life. You'd swear everyone just vanished into thin air. I wonder how many ruined worlds like this has Meteon seen.
Could it be? Yes. Yes, I believe I may have puzzled this out.
It's Meteon herself, isn't it?
Despite how it appears, it's no different this time. There is someone here who has wished for this ruin. And I believe that together, Alize and I can overcome their will.
Ah. Oh. No, I won't allow it. Stop another word. I promise your parents to keep you safe. Ah. Stop. Not another word.
I'm sorry, but there is a chance, and I must seize it. For everyone. And for myself.
Yeah, I think I should have gone with the middle one, but oh well.
I will not pretend otherwise. I have my fears. Not for myself, but for you. The last to remain. You are no stranger to carrying the burden of others.
Well, yeah, but...
But I can only imagine how heavy the weight would be this time. As your friend, I cannot bear the thought of making you suffer so.
No, no.
Then why suggest such a thing? It's too much to ask of anyone, even her. Why must she be the one? Why must she fight alone? More than a hero, she's a dear friend.
Oh.
Not only to us, but to so many others. There are so many people in the world who care for you, and yet...
Oh.
And yet...
Oh.
Alize, I have an idea. Given the nature of this realm, it may be possible to do more than unbar our friend's path. We might also pave her a new one. For instance, a path where she finds happiness at journey's end.
Oh.
This much, I think we can believe with the utmost conviction, no matter how deep our despair. So please, believe in us too, and press on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
What are you?
No.
If the plan's decided, then let's not dally.
Oh. I'm gonna talk to Aze about this under the circumstances too much. I know. I know.
Ah, there you are. It was as I said, was it not?
It was. We couldn't find anyone. But this place isn't entirely deserted, is it? You are here.
Thank you for the sub, Shinta.
You sought out a star of promise and found a ruined husk. Like us, you explored the devastation. Like us, you were stricken. Horrified by the thought that so many lives could be snuffed out as if they were worth nothing. And the thought that you would have to bear the terrible tidings to Hermes. That which you saw and felt, you shared with your sisters. As did they share their own grim findings with you. Overcome by the pervasive despair of these stars, some of you inadvertently ushered their peoples to their ends. Knowing the horrors you know, anyone would feel the same. They would fear what lies ahead and struggle to move forward.
Mm-hmm.
Fear. I had forgotten that such a thing existed. So focused have I been on shepherding despair.
If you can remember, then you can still face and overcome your own fear.
Why would I bother with such an insignificant emotion? If the despair I command is as a raging river, then fear is but a trickling stream. It can do nothing to alter my flow. You spoke with the Aya, yes? Heard their tale of what awaits the universe. It's true. The stars grow colder and more distant. Eventually, all will enjoy frozen solitude. Using the power of Dynamis, I'm hastening that process. In so doing, nothing will be born ever again. Everyone will remain dead. Alas, it will take time for that to happen. So in mercy, I sent you my gift, to spare you needless suffering. Don't worry. Even if no living witnesses remain to mark the event, I'll make certain that Atheris has a proper end.
Exactly.
For all the power you wield, you're more fearful than the familiar you used to be. That Meteon feared simply to move forward. But your fear is such that you've given up on everything. I know it well. That sense of defeat. I've tasted my fair share of it. But as many times as we've fallen down, we've learned how to pick ourselves up and carry on. We take each other's hand, share in each other's courage, follow in each other's footsteps, and turn sorrow into strength.
There are times when we fail. We bear wounds that do not heal.
I like this answer to myself.
But these experiences are part of life, and they make us stronger. We rise, fall, and rise again.
Oh.
Don't worry about us. You must take the next step, and all the rest after that.
Oh. Like frames though. Us. In the stairs of light. Earlier, in Old Charlian. Oh?
Please. Please. Oh, please let them all be safe. Cryle? Are you all right?
It's nothing. Just a headache.
Oh.
They'll be fine. I know they will.
Apologies for the interruption. A man arrived on the last ferry. An associate of the Scions.
Oh?
He wishes to speak with you at once.
Who is it? Don't tell me. Don't tell me. It is, isn't it? It is, isn't it? It's an associate of ours that's not quite our associate, isn't it? It has to be, right? In this city devoid of life, you sense the presence of another. The sorrow of 1,000,000 worlds weigh heavy, and yet you can walk on. Hmm. Oh, we can only walk. Oh, it's one of these.
If you need a push, I'll be right there behind you.
Is that high for this? We'll walk through all of these.
Do not despair. You are not without allies.
Wait, was that Papaimo? Oh. Ah.
What we have sown in blood, we have reaped in suffering, and it cannot go on.
Wait, was that Merlin?
Upon the souls of they who have sacrificed themselves to pave the way for peace, we will never abandon our cause.
Wait, which one was that one? Wait. Let's look again. When the souls of they who have sacrificed themselves to pay the way for peace, we will never abandon. Wait, was it Emmerich? Was it Hoshafat? Are you sure it was Hoshafat and not Emmerich?
While it is true that man succumbs all too often to anger and avarice, he may yet overcome his baser instincts through the forming of bonds with others.
And that would be... Merlib's not dead, no. Wait, that's... Right, that was Merlib, the Emmerich, then, I don't know.
Such victories are rarely won without sacrifice, but the prize is worth the price.
Ralvan? Are you sure it's Hoshafat? Sounded kinda like Emmerich.
And we for our part are glad indeed to be able to welcome friends both old and new.
That's Kami-sama, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it's not...
Save your tears for the morrow. You may be sure we will have ample cause to shed them, be they for joy or despair.
Wait. Wait. Who was that one? Save your tears for the morrow. You may be sure we will have ample cause to shed them, be they for joy or sorrow. Then yeah, okay. So that other one had to have been Emmerich instead of Hoshafat, because these aren't dead people.
From tragedy and sacrifice, we rise to greet a new dawn.
Wait, that one was Arnvald? Wait, from tragedy and sacrifice. Wait. I'm trying to figure out. Tragedy and sacrifice, we rise to greet a new dawn. I can't tell who that last one was.
A future shaped by the choices we made in ways we could never have foreseen.
Wait, was that house? Wait, was that Papa? Was that for Tom?
Yet miracles do happen, so let us pray and will our friends home.
That was Master Matoya, wasn't it?
I won't stop praying until I know they're safe.
I'm not sure who that one was. Wait. It's been so long since we've heard some of the voices.
Strong art thou, mortal.
That was one of the dragons, right? Maybe... Probably the Midgard Silma or Herspelberg? We can jump here, but we can't do anything else. We didn't miss anyone, did we? Hope not.
Look to the light within, that you may continue to serve as a beacon to others.
Oh. Almost Reem? Ah! Well, look to the light within, they may was that one... Idolin? Ah, it's getting hard to guess now.
Let's finish this.
Wait, I'm trying to remember whose voice it was, but like I can't tell in the moment. I'm already forgetting it. You push. I'll be They're right behind you, Albert. Spare you not our allies. Ah, okay, so Merlin. Okay, I might have missed the Albert and Hoshafont then. Because those two were... Those are the first two. I didn't hear either of those ones. I did hear Emmerich though. I was right about that one. There was Nanamo, Valvon, Kanisena, Hien, Papalino. I thought Papalino was earlier. I did guess for Tom, right? Ah, that other one was Beckalon. Then there was Midgar Sommer and Philia. And then that was Arbor. Okay, okay, I see. Thank you. Arbor and Arnvald have the same voice actor, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. It's a little bit hard to tell.
Here the path ends. There is no way to reach our nest.
That's what you think.
I told you. Resignation and acceptance reign in this place. The rejection of life by those who came to curse it. Those whose dreams were unfulfilled. Whose prayers were unheard. Whose labors were unrewarded. Hope cannot deliver you unto hopelessness. Our refuge is beyond you. Always has it been. Such is the nature of this place. You should have remained on Atheris. Struggle will avail you not. Nor will it grant your comrades peace. Come, let me relieve you of your burden. You have suffered enough.
Wait, where did we hear that before?
Asm's magic. So long as our souls remain, you can use it to summon us back. But you mustn't.
Trailer? Okay, okay.
That's why it's too soon for this to end.
Oh.
You must triumph.
Be safe, all of you, and come back.
Oh. I like how we can hear Merlin. Aaronville?
After all these years, is this the answer I was hoping for?
Oh.
So long as we remember, our fates remain ours to shape.
And Godspeed.
Perhaps when our time comes to return to the star, we shall remember these few days we have lost.
That was half a day again, isn't it?
Do not squander it. The legacy I leave you.
Amen. Oh. I'll reach you. I'll find a way. Oh? Wait. Hyphenaeus and Emmett?
I bid them remember, but all this time I'm the one who had forgotten. A right fool you've made of me, Hermes. And to add insult to injury, I've been denied a sound rest, forced to watch this clamorous show.
Oh, come now. It's been a gripping tale. Unbreakable bonds and noble sacrifice, sprinkled with moments of levity to counterbalance the pathos. It's got it all.
I love her for this.
I, for one, would have been perfectly content to watch enraptured from the stalls. But I won't say no to a bit part.
I love her for this.
What are you?
What am I?
Half-faded souls of the dead. Isn't it painfully obvious? Worry not. We haven't the power to defeat you, nor is it our duty to do so. Not anymore.
No.
That being said, we do have a score to settle.
I love Emitsa.
So here I am, Vinar. I suppose you needed me to tie it all together, these frayed threads of our history. But knowing you, I suspect there's a joke in it too. Oh yes, I can imagine you gloating over my forgetfulness. Were I feeling charitable, I might assume you had left room for the possibility of this outcome. Even so, you'll get no applause from me. A single gesture will not lighten the burden I've had to bear.
Aww.
Still, you must be commended. Our methods would not have brought mankind this far. And so, as a show of respect to the last of us, I make this declaration. You will not end our journey. That is our answer. The answer of all lives of Atheris, past and present.
As you've called us to the stage, so shall we perform. And creation magics never fail to please.
No.
Drawing upon the hopes of your comrades, we will make for you a new path.
What form said path takes depends on you. So focus. Focus and envision that which rejects the claim that you cannot attain your goal.
Is it Argos? Is it gonna be Argos?
Ours is the wisdom to weave the fabric of reality. Ours is the power to create.
It's Argos, isn't it? It's Argos, isn't it? Okay, thank God. I was really hoping it wasn't gonna be Argos. Alpha, isn't it?
Meteon, though I gave you these wings to soar the heavens, I did not teach you how to walk the earth. So loath was I to bind another living being.
Oh.
In the course of your long journey, you will learn from those you meet. Learn to walk and run, and so much more.
Oh.
A flower. Yes. Upon your return, I will gift you a beautiful flower.
These Elpis blooms serve as proof that this realm is not utterly devoid of hope. No more can you deny its power. No more is yours the dominion of despair.
Oh.
In case the practical implications were lost on you, your comrades no longer need fight their fight. So go on. Call them back to your side.
Will the colors change? Oh.
May you ever walk in the light.
Oh.
How disappointing. Not even a single scar in the making to brag about.
You'll find a way regardless.
Honestly, this is far more than any of us could have hoped for. Let us be thankful.
Indeed. That we thus stand reunited is a gift. Let us not squander it, and see that we all return to Etheris.
Aye. As soon as we've averted the final days.
Why is Thancred alive? Because he was never gone. That's what I was saying. They were never gone. The whole thing we were given the whole time was to be able to bring them back.
Good to see you again. Our heroic sacrifice paid off, I take it.
Come, my friends. Let us carry on and finish it. Together.
I know you guys can't see her on the other end, but come with us, Meteon. I don't want to tell her it's over. I wanted her to come with us and to teach her everything Hermes said we would. Oh. Oh? Is it an actual?
Can you hear me?
Oh.
The voice is within, crying in pain, wailing in sorrow, hurting.
Oh.
End it. Silence it. Silence our song of oblivion.
Oh, little Meteon.
The way is open. They can proceed.
So it seems.
Oh?
You're leaving?
Of course. The encore is finished, and I will not suffer myself to live again by Heideling's magic. But more than that, the future you seek is not the past we loved. That is why we fought, and why I lost.
Oh.
But though you defeated me, my ideals are inviolate, invincible. Spare me your pity. I have no use for it. If you would do something for me, save our star.
Aww.
See this tale to a triumphant conclusion, and with elation in your hearts, bid the final curtain fall. Only then may it rise again, and a new tale begin, with new parts for all to play.
Aww.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty?
What?
Or the treasure islands beyond the frozen waters of Blind Frost in Offerd's north? The fabled golden cities of the New World, the sacred sites of the forgotten people of the South Sea Isles? What about Mericidia, the southern continent? Do you know aught of its present state of affairs? I thought not. Even of your little Eorzea, you know precious little. The true identities of the 12, for instance. All of which is to say, expand your horizons, go forth and seek discovery. Some of the civilizations in the reflections will surprise you.
Oh.
As the bearer of Azem's crystal, you may consider your duty to see at least that much.
Oh.
I certainly did.
I pray we meet again. If not in this life, then perhaps another.
Oh, I don't want this to be the last time we see Hector.
Whensoever it should be, I trust it will be a most joyous reunion.
Oh.
For you, maybe. I want nothing to do with it.
Oh, don't be that way.
It's nice to have our friends back, but to say goodbye for the last time is this. So this looks like water. Let us speak with them. As different and mysterious as the ancients may be, they were people not unlike us. The first people to fall and feel pain, and the first forced to find a way to rise again. From then we have come, and in our pain and suffering, we are connected. Oh. I can't claim I fully understood the workings of this place, but in that moment, I felt I knew what I needed to do. I felt that it was the right time to offer up this life I owe, that I could risk it all on the wager that the rest of you would manage without me. Full glad am I to see that I was right. No need to explain. I had a rough idea of what happened while I was gone. It was a strange feeling, as though I was struggling in a as if I was struggling in a pitch-black sea. A powerful tide was trying to wash me away, one that churned with hatred and envy for life. And it was all I could do to swim against it. Then suddenly, I was here. A drink of it? I felt long and short at the same time, hazy as in a dream. But through it all, one thing was crystal clear. You fought with all your being to keep our hopes alive. Aww. For all the lives on those stars whose light hath been extinguished, for the ancients who went before us, I offer a solemn prayer. Aww. To go and see all those places and more, Emet has given me quite a task. Suffice it to say, I should be glad to assist you, once we've returned together triumphant, of course. It is my fervent hope that our ancient friends will find a new beginning, they and all of their brethren who have returned to the ethereal sea. Bye! I think that's everyone. I don't think I ever knew what to say to the man. In retrospect, it always felt like the wrong thing. But the past notwithstanding, he came to your aid in your moment of need. Bye! We are here, and we will not squander this chance he has given us. We will see this tale to a triumphant conclusion, and bid the final curtain fall. Aww, look at Alize taking after Emma's words. Aww. Do we pick up Alpha? Endwalker? Okay. So, we will stop this here because we're just about at the 4-hour mark. So what we'll do is I'll probably come back in like about an hour, and then we'll finish up, okay? I really need to use the restroom. What would I say? Almost exactly 4 hours until you got to Endwalker quest? Hey! Yeah. I'll probably be on it about an hour because I should eat again. You know, have some kind of lunch dinner kind of thing. But hey, I will be back. So who died for real? A lot of people did. I mean, Emmett, Silk, and Hyphadeus are probably completely gone now. But someday they'll be reborn. Someday. Are you gonna sleep and miss the finale? What do you mean, You don't have work tomorrow. Stay up. You'll be alright. A lot of randos. What? We lost so many not random people. Come on. Where's your boyfriend at? Alright. So, thank you guys all for coming. I'll be back in about like an hour or so. I'll see you guys soon. Alright? Bye. Bye.